I discovered that I have a knack for singing like somebody from the 1930s. You guys want to hear it?
Uh-oh.
Like more like the 1940s. I just want you to just picture in your mind the 1940s. Close your eyes, if you will, and just listen to this. Someday my prince will come.
Yes.
That's it. That's all I got.
So inspiring.
What's funny is I moved into this new place, and I'm sure somebody was like, "Were they watching Snow White on Blast last night? Disney Plus is dope." It's good stuff. It's hot.
Whoa.
Didn't see that coming. Yeah, I got long hair. It's up here. Here's the thing. It's down to here. I've been growing it up. My favorite thing is when people come up and they're like, "How long have you been growing your hair?" And I'm like, "This long?" I don't know. You want me to put it into like, quantum physics doesn't explain the rate of hair growth for a Yeti, so I don't know what we can do about that. But I always wanted long hair, even so much so that like anybody else fantasize about getting one of those hats with a ponytail in the back?
Oh.
I did it. I put it on in the store. I was in Mexico. I was like, this is awesome. And then I realized I looked like that one guy that does the Shake Weight commercials. He's like this, ready? Except it should be here. Because here it looks like you're to go at it. I always wanted long hair. And I went and tried that on because I tried it on, and the chick that I had a crush on who was here was into it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do that. And I always wanted long hair, but you know, Jesus had long hair, so Christians couldn't. And it made sense. Whatever. Speaking of, it is 2020. We got Easter coming up. If you know any churches that need somebody to play Jesus, I'm your guy. I will not cut the hair. I will not do sit-ups. I prefer to be dead by Jesus. That's right. Jesus said bitch tits. Just kidding. Can you imagine? The thing I didn't know about long hair though is like how much fucking maintenance this shit is. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like this is ridiculous. Thank you, everybody in the room with long hair. Like I didn't know. And has this ever happened to you guys? You're like in the shower and you're like, yeah, right? And then and here you're like, is that mine? And then here you're like, I think I swallowed this and it's on its way out. Like just going alimentary canal all the way through. The fun thing for me is like if you ever take the end of your hair and try to hold it above your head, I can't do it. Like I can't reach. I did grow up going to church though, and so hence your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ in the flesh. Grew up going to church, and as a matter of fact, the holidays just passed. I don't believe there's a God. It's just me. I'm an atheist. Fuck that guy. Sky God. Anybody? You guys have the holidays, right? Anybody have to stand behind their chair and talk to Sky God before they ate with their relatives? It's fucking. But I like to go to St. Michael's, the Episcopal Church. It's down by the Capitol. Beautiful cathedral. I go there because they incense the fuck out of it. It smells so good when they're doing the ceremony. Go to the late night thing, Christmas Eve, and my favorite thing to do though is to get high as fuck and then go yell at Sky God about all the problems I went through that year. It's a lot of fun. And just want someone to take my pen in there and I'm gonna be like, while he's coming down, I'm just gonna be like, just blow it into the incense, see if anybody notices. Maybe they'll have a real connection with God instead of the fake one they're making up. Communion, they do communion, right? Which I grew up, and like for those of us that anybody grew up in Christianity significantly, like, wow, that was the most hands ever raised at like a, hey, let's see if somebody's gonna grab onto this. Every single one of you, these are my people, let's talk about this. All right, so here's what's gonna happen. So what happened is, we're taking the sacrament, right? We go up. Here's the great thing. Get high before you go and you know there's going to be communion because they got juice and crackers. If you go to the right church, they got wine. Even better. One dude 3 times through the line. Just like, no judgment. The Episcopals, they were some of the first people to help to welcome the LGBT community with open arms into their churches. And so, no judgment there. They're like, fuck, you got up, you realized you got back to your seat, you couldn't sit down, you got to go through, do it again, buddy. Let's go. Nobody's judging you. We got bottles of this shit in the back. It's probably box wine, let's be honest. The whole time Christmas Eve, I'm just looking right at the altar boy, and I'm like, I feel you, dude. I know what it's like. I was molested too. I get it. No, I'm kidding, guys. None of my relatives were in the clergy, so. So yeah, I did the church thing and then came back, grabbed at my apartment with my girlfriend, and I go in to the bathroom and come out sometime later, and she's like, "Babe, we need to talk about your time on the toilet. How much time you're spending on the toilet?" And I was like, "Okay." And at the time, she's like, "You're gonna be 40 next year. That's this year. Thank you for reminding me. 2020." Yeah, it's a good year. It's a good year. So she's like, "You're gonna be 40. You know, you can't sit on the toilet that long. Hemorrhoids are a thing." I'm like, "All right." Except I didn't have the heart to tell her that I wasn't in the bathroom playing Madden like usual. I was in there writing her Christmas card. So for the next 3 hours, we discussed my time on the toilet. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm just kidding. I didn't have the heart to tell her I was actually writing this joke. Like, hemorrhoids, man. That's a thing. Those, I don't know if I've ever had hemorrhoids. I'm pretty sure I haven't had an O-ring blowout back there. Something you probably know about. Like, you would be like, that's obvious. Thing like that I like to say when it comes to hemorrhoids. It's called fuck, don't fuck. Fuck hemorrhoids. Don't fuck hemorrhoids. It's courtesy to your partner and to yourself. Right? There's other things that could apply to. You think about it, like people that leave you a shitty tip at the bar. Fuck that guy. Don't fuck that guy. Right? Smart. Anybody in the service industry? Been in the service industry? You guys get it? Yeah. People up here. Yes. We're gonna hang out. It's cool. But the other thing is, there's one that I thought of when I was like, oh, that makes sense. Kids. Fuck kids. Don't fuck kids. Yeah. Right, Jeffrey Epstein? I'm just kidding. He didn't actually do it. He just, supplied it to the billionaires.
Oh dear.
At least he used condoms though, right? We don't know. He killed himself before he could talk about it. Condoms are important. Everyone on board with safe sex? Yeah. Nobody in this bar. Talk about religion, people are on board. Talk about condoms, they're like, no, those are the devil's way of keeping people from getting to know the Lord. You're right, and let's talk about it. All right, you guys remember the first time you encountered a condom, you heard about a condom, it came into your existence of world of thought? For me, it was 4th grade. Let me take you back. We were at a field trip. Somebody comes running in there, like, there's condoms in the bathroom. And I'm like, dope, let's check this out. We go running in there on the way, and I tell my buddy, I'm like, hey, what's a condom? He's like, it's this rubber you put around your dick. And I'm thinking, like, in my 4th grade mind, like, everything, balls included, just like, pop them in, like, let's do this. It's not how it works, ladies, all right? I'm just kidding. You should know. You should know how it works. I mean, like, so we didn't get to see it. We go into the bathroom, we didn't have a quarter, so we couldn't buy the condom. So fast forward 4 years, 8th grade, for those of you following along, and I'm on the playground. Somebody's like, water balloon fight. So I'm like, dope, let's check this out. I turn around. And I see these 2 spheroids flying at me with concentric circles and a sheen that made the water bead just away. And as it hits me. My parents used to blow up condoms and give them to me in the bathtub on Sunday mornings. It's a fucked up thing to do, right? Your head snapped around. She's like, what? You too? I know, we went to the same church. No. And so I'm like, so I confronted my parents about this. I'm like, you used to blow up condoms, give them to me in the bathtub on Sunday mornings. It's a fucked up thing to do. And my mom's like, we would never do that. We're Christian people. Behind her, my dad's just redder than the devil's dick. Just and I'm like, your husband has a different... And she's like, Jameson, why would you do that? And he's like, what do you want me to do, Tammy? You already had your hysterectomy. It's not like we were using them. My name's Yeti. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll be here at the bar. Buy some drinks. Thanks.